Eat 'em up. If I don't do nothing, that serves Williams.
Back in September, the Falcons dominated their first matchup against the Panthers. Can Carolina even the score? Find out next on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Kelly on the counter. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Hurts to throw. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Carolina. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, it's Kelly. Down right around the 25. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now here's the Panther special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there in the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Whitaker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ray. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darrington Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Falcons grab it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, Mooney, what a catch. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Daniel Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Kelly with a first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
Touchdown! Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need to...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Kelly running left. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And his kick is indeed good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Jones throw complete here to Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Darren Waller. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And we're back now in Charlotte. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A big play there on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, Hurts setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. This one caught by Ridley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he popped.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. The 30, 10,
right, baby.
and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. To give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
I got you, pop. Hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver begin at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now Jones. And this will be caught by Mooney. Fights forward at the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina's side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game. How they managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
From the 29, Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it, taking it right down Broadway.
That's what it is, baby. That's
and
what
that
it is.
might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right, because anyone who can make that time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So I'm back with my brother and together.